All right, let's talk about finding the perfect training partner for table tennis. You know, one that never gets tired, never cancels on you, and is always ready to help you perfect your game. Look, if you're serious about getting better, you know the single biggest hurdle can be just finding someone to practice with, right?
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're totally fired up, ready to drill that backhand loop for an hour straight, but crickets. No partner available. Or maybe your usual opponent wants to practice their serves when you desperately need to work on your returns. It's such a classic problem for any player who's actually trying to improve. But lucky for us, in this day and age, there is a pretty slick solution.
And that solution is the ping pong robot. Now hold on, this isn't just some dumb ball launcher. No, this is a programmable opponent that puts you in complete control of your training. We're talking setting the exact spin, the speed, the placement, everything you need to relentlessly target your weaknesses and build that all-important muscle memory. And the best part? It's all on your schedule.
Okay, so to help you figure out which one is right for you, here's what we're going to cover. We'll touch on the partner problem, meet the top contenders, check out the all-around champion, compare the premium versus budget picks, give you a smart buyer's checklist, and then the final verdict. Let's dive in.
All right, Section 1, meet the top contenders. Let's get a quick look at the market.
So the market might seem a little crowded, but honestly, it really boils down to 3 key players you need to know about. You've got the Newgy Robo-Pong 2055, which we're calling the best overall. It just hits that perfect sweet spot for most people. Then there's the Power Pong Omega. That's our premium pick for when you want all the bells and whistles. And finally, the IPONG Trainer Motion, which is a fantastic budget choice for anyone just getting started or not looking to break the bank.
So let's dive into our all-around champion, the Newgy Robo-Pong 2055. We're going to explain why this one is our top pick.
So what makes this thing the champion? Well, first off, you get 64 pre-programmed drills right out of the box, so you can literally start training the second you set it up. It can handle all the different types of spin, and it even has a randomization feature to, keep you guessing. But honestly, the real game changer here is the net recycling system. Trust me, this means you spend your time actually playing table tennis, not bending over to pick up hundreds of balls. That alone is huge.
Okay, but what's the catch? Every product has one, right? So here's the deal with the Newgy. While it can give you all the types of spin, top spin, backspin, side spin, the whole shebang, you can't actually adjust the intensity of that spin. You can't change how much spin is on the ball. Now, for most of us, that's totally fine. But if you're an elite, highly skilled player who needs to practice against some truly wicked, extreme spin, this could be a deal breaker.
All right, let's look at premium power versus budget brilliance and help you find your fit.
So speaking of those elite players, let's talk premium. And here's a really interesting little industry secret for you. You'll see 2 big names at the top, the Power Pong Omega and the Butterfly Amicus Prime. People compare them all the time, but guess what? They are essentially the exact same robot. They're even made in the same factory. For our money, the Power Pong Omega gets the slight edge because it gives you more pre-programmed drills and a slightly better price point. So that's the one we're focusing on.
So what do you get for that premium price tag? Well, you get one thing: absolute total control. The Power Pong Omega lets you dial in the exact spin levels, speed, and placement you want. It comes with its own tablet to make programming super easy. It has this cool mirror feature that can instantly switch a drill from your forehand to your backhand, and you have unlimited memory for saving your own custom drills. This is the machine for the serious competitor who needs to fine-tune every single detail.
Okay, but let's be real, not everyone has a couple $1,000s to drop on a robot. And that's totally okay. So let's swing to the other end of the spectrum and talk about our budget choice, the IPONG Trainer Motion.
And here's the wild thing about this little guy. Remember how he said the much more expensive Newgy can't adjust the amount of spin? Well, this budget IPONG can. You can change the amount of top spin and backspin, and it can even produce float balls with no spin at all. For this price point, that kind of control is frankly pretty remarkable.
But, there have to be compromises, right? And there are. The biggest one by far is no net recycling system. This is a big deal. You are going to be spending a lot of time picking up balls off the floor. It also can't do any side spin, and it doesn't come with any pre-programmed drills. You have to set everything up yourself. It's that classic trade-off. You save a ton of money, but you're going to spend more of your precious time on setup and cleanup.
Okay, let's move on to your smart buyer's checklist. What are the absolute must-have features?
All right, so no matter what robot you're looking at, here's your 4-step checklist. Step 1, demand a recycling system. Seriously, if you can stretch your budget to get one, do it. You will not regret spending more time playing and less time picking up balls. Step 2, insist on spin control.
At the bare minimum, it has to be able to do topspin and backspin. Step 3. Check the speed and frequency range. You want a machine that can really vary the drills to keep you challenged. And finally, Step 4. Seek out custom drills. The power to create your own drills to attack your specific weaknesses? Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
So we've covered a lot. Let's get to the final verdict and figure out which robot is actually for you.
Okay, let's make this super simple. It really just breaks down like this. If you are a beginner to intermediate player and your budget is the #1 priority, get the IPONG Trainer Motion. It's a no-brainer. If you're an intermediate to advanced player and you're looking for the absolute best bang for your buck, the best mix of features and value, then the Newgy Robo-Pong 2055 is the one for you. And if you're a serious competitor, someone who needs that maximum level of control over every single shot, then you should be saving up for the Power Pong Omega. It's as simple as that.
At the end of the day, a robot is a tool. It's a tool for building that rock-solid muscle memory and perfect consistency that, let's face it, you just can't always get from a human partner. Now, it's not a complete substitute for playing a real person, but it's an absolutely incredible asset to have in your training arsenal. So think about your goals, think about your budget, and ask yourself, which robot is going to be the one to help perfect your game?